One thing is that I've come across in a lot of the books that we've been reading about the microbiome. And can you explain what the microbiome is? What is that?
Well, specifically the gut microbiome, the way that I kind of like to explain it is, if you think about the intestine, it's kind of like a long tube or a pipe, right? And on the inside of the tube is all of these folds, and then the villi and the microvilli. Their purpose is to increase absorption area, right? So the way that I like to explain it, so if you think of like a tube, our intestine, and if you cut a cross section of it, it's kind of like a cylinder. A stadium is kind of like a cylinder, right? With just the top end kind of opened up. So if you think of Seahawks Stadium or CenturyLink Stadium, and if you think of all the seats in CenturyLink Stadium being those little areas of absorption, like those villi and microvilli. So the goal for good immune function and a strong microbiome is to get all of those seats filled with good bacteria, probiotics. So if we think of the Seahawks fans as the good bacteria or probiotics, and the goal being sold out crowd, right? We want every single one of those seats filled with a good probiotic or a Seahawks fan, right? So that when the bad guys or the bad bacteria or viruses or the
fans.
Yeah, that's right. San Francisco fans come into the stadium. They try to find a seat. There's no place for them to sit, and so they're forced to leave.
Right.
So that's kind of the whole theory behind immune function. When it comes to weight, we now know that it has everything to do with the good to bad bacteria, because we now know the thin people, I call them the string beans of the world, the people that seem to be able to eat anything and everything and never gain an ounce, right?
The fast metabolism people who are waking up at 4 in the morning and working out. I never see them working out, never.
Right.
But that's what we think, right?
I know. I always tease that if I could have a superpower, it would be exactly that. I could eat anything and everything.
And they're eating Cheetos, and they're eating all the Pizza Hut. You're eating your salad, and you're freaking like this big, and they're like this big, but So
the string beans of the world, their bacteria, the ratio of good to bad bugs, their microbiome essentially is very different from the rest of us who struggle with weight.